Now, like taste, smell probably isn't the first sensation you think about when reading. You're probably not sitting there reading a book or reading a poem thinking, what is this always like? What does this smell like? We're much more likely to think about, to visualize things or what something would sound like or feel like. But smell can be super important. It's an important sense. It's really connected to emotions. So as you're reading a poem, you can be thinking about what smells are being described here. Like the rest, we have strong descriptive language for smell. If something's musty, it's kind of maybe a little wet and old smelling. If something's perfumed, it's maybe more sweeter and floral. Something's reeking, it's this powerful stench. And we have this descriptive language to help communicate to others, what does this actually smell like to be here? Kwame Dawes' poem Purple, I think, really does a good job of showing the effect of the sense of smell. It begins for Aqua. Walking, I drew my hand over the lumpy bloom of a spray of purple. I stripped away my fingers, stained purple, put it to my nose. The minty honey, a perfume so aggressively pleasant. I gave it to you to smell, my daughter, and you pulled away as if I was giving you a palm full of wasps, deceptions. Smell the way the air changes because of purple and green. This is the promise I make to you. I will never give you a fistful of wasps, just the surprise of purple and the scent of rain. So a really sweet poem, a really cute poem. It seems maybe even from the dedication to be dedicated to his daughter. But it seems like a father or a parent describing this moment in exchange with their daughter. And to go to the first couple lines where it says, I drew my hand over the lumpy bloom of a spray of purple. I think visually it's describing, like a bunch of purple flowers. Just like imagine a bunch of flowers, like almost sprayed maybe across a fence or something like that. This big bloom of purple flowers that the speaker runs their hands across. There's purple, like from the flowers on the hand, and they smell like the smell of flowers on their hand. And it's described as a minty honey, which I've never heard a flower described that way. I'd usually say it smells flowery or floral, but that's like seems like such an accurate, interesting description for like the sweetness of how a flower could smell. And they use a bit of an oxymoron here. He says, it's aggressively pleasant. Now, those words kind of contradict. If something's aggressive, it's not usually pleasant. If something's pleasant, it's not usually aggressive. But that oxymoron is trying to communicate the strength of the smell, that it's just this in your face, pleasant, floral, mint, honey smell. But the child kind of pulls away. Like he said, like kind of like smell this flower. And the child pulls back. And the speaker is trying to say, like, I want you to, in this moment, like, smell and appreciate the way the air changes because of purple and green. Like, if you've ever had that moment of maybe like walking by like a lilac bush or something like that, and you just get this big burst of in your face, like lilac smell, this parent is just trying to like just stand here and appreciate for a second the way as we pass by these purple flowers, that sweet minty honey smell that fills the air, this purple and green that changes the air. And as the child pulls away, the speakers kind of say, like, I don't know, communicate some sense of trust. Like I would never deceive you into. They use this description of like a palm full of wasps. It's like tried to give you wasps, but like this father's trying to say, like, as your father, like, trust me that I wouldn't deceive you and, harm you in any way, that I just want to show you the beautiful things in life, like the sweet things. Let's pause here for a moment and enjoy like the sweetness of the smell in this air near these flowers. And like, it's this moment of like a father trying to build that relationship and build that trust and build that sense of appreciation with their child, which comes down to just pausing and appreciating those smells.